Here is a very interesting speech I think everybody should listen to.
The name of your conference today is the understanding of Chinese Communist Party. I'm not going to bother you with what crimes they've committed because there are so many. It takes years to get into those details. I want you to understand what is the Chinese Communist Party. The simplest way to understand it is instead of Chinese Communist Party, is Chinese Cosa Nostra Party. That is the right interpretation. There is no communism. Communism, they use the structure of Stalinism. All right? So, in the great land of China, there is this Cosa Nostra system, a gangplank with 50 different very rich families, crime families. You saw them in the crime movies. In case people don't understand what Cosa Nostra is, it's mafia, simple word for mafia. I like to use the C just to match with the CCP, the second C. But anyway, what the China you see today is not a nation. It's a huge land of mafia, dominated by 50 different families. And every family, some in territories, some in different industries. And they have 90 million gangsters doing the criminal work for them. They are criminals. And below them, there are 1.4 billion slaves that they can suck the blood from. Right? And these slaves, of course, they are human beings, and they give birth to new ones and they die. They are not considered as people. They are not treated as people. Now, the name, People's Republic of China. There is no people. People have no vote. They don't get to see the budget. They have nothing. The people are simply machines, robots, right? And they keep on supporting this whole system. That's what they are. It's like, in the old days, the New York people on the street, they keep on paying protection fee, all right, to the gangster, and the gangster give it to the family. That is the system. Please understand. Now, it's not a nation. People's Republic of China. No people. No republic. They don't vote, all right? They have no voting rights. China, it's not China. That system is from Russia, USSR. It has nothing to do with Chinese culture. Now, everybody in the world still treat the China as a nation. It's not a nation, all right? It's not a nation. The nation is the facade. The government is the facade. Every government official, even including the prime minister, has the party member behind him, which is Xi Jinping, pulling the string. Every restaurant manager has the party secretary behind him pulling the string. Every general in the Chinese military has a party secretary behind it, including the ambassador to UK, Mr. Liu Xiaoming. He doesn't have to say. In the embassy, there's somebody hidden behind him and telling him what to say. They lie because they are told to lie. The 1.4 billion people would lie because they have to lie. The 90 million gangster, the criminal party members, have to lie because the family told them to lie. Contract means nothing, all right? Family is like, the crime commission. They select a leader, and this leader happened to be Xi Jinping, right? Like the Godfather, you've seen the movie. They commission. So then you understand it's not a nation, all right? There is no constitution. Constitution, they can rewrite anytime. There's no law. The law is only to control the people. As nobody, the party member and above do not have to obey the law. That's only to control the people, all right, for the benefit of control. And then, and there is no government. Please understand, the whole world is treating them like a real nation, and that is the joke. That is the biggest joke. Consider them as crime families. Then you understand why they do all these horrible things. Crime against nature, because all they care is the power of the families, the benefit of the family. If you belong to the family, all right, family, all these families are so rich, at least 1-0 more than Li Ka-shing, all right? at least one zero more. And they send their kids to Harvard, to Columbia, the best school, because they bought the Ivy Leagues. And then after they finish school, they send them to Wall Street because they control Wall Street. And these families, now just the beginning, these families, like the crime family, they become more educated, more sophisticated, and they want to control the whole world. What does that mean? One Belt, One Road to expand their control. South China Sea to expand their control. That is the story of China. Look, forget about these symptoms, all right, of what they're doing. Get to the bottom of it. My mission, I've been here for 1 month. I'm in DC, all right? I came from Hong Kong. I'm here to lobby the US Congress and the Department of Justice to designate the CCP as a transnational crime organization. There's such a law, please check, all right? And all their 90 million members as criminals. And they must be sanctioned. Not only not allowed to come to the United States, all the countries, G9, G10, all the countries that believe in freedom should never allow them to enter their country. They should be insulated, and that cancer should be removed forever from the world. We must do this. If we don't kill that cancer will kill us. As simple as that. I mean, we are so civilized. We said with this pandemic, this virus, we keep saying, show me the evidence. What evidence? They are so good in destroying evidence. They don't allow people to inspect the crime, the site of the crime, the scene of the crime. In any crime, in any murder, that is already, they can be arrested and already be some degree of murder. They are getting away with murder. UK alone more than 40 million, US more than 140,000. UK alone, over 40,000 people died. And we are still sleeping. Our generation is a generation of cowards. We are not ready to face up to the mafia, to the Cosa Nostra. That is our problem, all right? And we are so civilized. Oh, anti-war, war is so good. I'm speaking like a warmonger. But when you're faced with such a situation, these people are committing, all right, every 5 years, one crime of such proportion is crime against humanity. This is the proportion. You cannot be, no crime, every crime, millions of people died. In China alone, this particular virus has killed 4 times more people than the United States. You don't have to go to find out. You will never find the evidence, all right? But the population is 4 times of the United States, so the infected and the dead are 4 times. As simple as that. So then you know how serious it is. We pretend they are so good in hiding the evidence, and we pretend we don't know the evidence. That's why we sit there and we do nothing. It's time for our generation of cowards to stand up and do something. That's my conversation. Thank you.
All right, so I highly recommend everybody follow this guy. That it was very interesting material.